Hey guys, it's Stars, and I wanted to cover a little bit of wrestling news, and I thought the first thing we should talk about is Wyndham Rotunda, who most of you know as Bray Wyatt or The Fiend. So he currently still has about a month left of his no-compete clause. All the reports are saying that both TNA and AEW has shown interest in him, but he's really still under a contract where he really can't negotiate contracts with them. So they can make all the offers they want right now, but he's not able to accept any. He's not even able to seriously negotiate, as I said. So there were reports that he was definitely going with Impact, but we know that's not possible because of the fact that it's only been about 60 days since he was released. So he still has, like I said, 30 days left. So he really can't agree to go anywhere right now. Can't sign anything right now. So it's still up in the air. Like I said, I'm getting reports that both AEW and TNA have shown interest. Both have sent people from their companies to talk to him as far as like a recruiting type of thing, not really a contract negotiation, but just kind of a recruiting, letting them know what they see as being offered. But yeah, they really can't make a legitimate offer yet for another 30 days. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I also wanted to talk about Nia Jax. We know Nia Jax was hurt a few weeks ago. Apparently she's going to be out for a while. I don't know if there is a legitimate injury. Of course, she wasn't legitimately injured by Shayna, but there could have been something else going on. It could be just like maybe her knees were bothering her. It's probably about a year and a half since she had both knees replaced. So maybe her knees are bothering her. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. They're not letting anything be known other than she's going to be out for an extended period. She's not backstage. Unfortunately, Eva Marie has been seen backstage just with her arm in a sling. So she probably won't be out as long as Nia Jax will. Unfortunately for us. But yeah, Nia Jax will be out for a while. Not saying it's a bad thing. It could be a retraining type of thing. It could be a suspension. They're not really saying anything. One thing that is fortunate for us, Nikki Bella has said that she has been permanently retired from the wrestling world by her doctors. Apparently, none of her doctors are willing to even consider doing anything to medically clear her to wrestle. So she has no plans of returning to the ring, thank God. And apparently, Brie also said that she is staying retired with her sister due to the fact that they're 38 years old now and really don't see a career continuing for any in-ring action. They are going to move on to winemaking, apparently. Good luck, Bellas. And also, Braun Strowman is going to be an analyst for the Olympia Power Arm Wrestling Tournament, which is October 8th and 9th. This is nothing permanent. It's just like a 2-day thing. And that's what he's going to be doing right now. No word on yet as far as where or what his future will pertain. Just like Braun, just like Bray, he's still under his no-compete clause also. So it might be a little bit before we see exactly where he will be going. I think he will... I want to say he'll go to AEW, but at this point, we don't know. Alexa is apparently going to have a sinus surgery. So the whole thing of Charlotte ripping apart Lily, they're saying that she's going to be out for a few months, and during that time we can expect when she returns for there to be a character change. She's probably going to come back with a new gimmick, which kind of infuriates me, because they were pushing the Lily thing and getting us all to follow it, and now they're probably going to change it. There's some rumors saying that she's going to go back to the Alexa Bliss of old, before the whole Fiend Bliss, or Fiendishly Bliss. So yeah, we'll probably end up seeing Alexa go back to the way she used to be. The only thing I can hope is that will cause Nikki ASH to go back to her old Nikki Cross, and maybe possibly they'll end up having Nikki turn on Rhea and team back up with Alexa to go after the tag team titles. We'll have to see. Sheamus has had a second nasal surgery. Apparently his nose got rebroken. He had another surgery. He posted some pictures on his Instagram, but no word as far as like him being off TV or out of action. He does have that protective face covering, so he may just be out maybe a week or so and then be right back into action. MVP also, it seems like everyone's having surgery. MVP also is going to be out for an additional 4 to 6 weeks. He ended up having knee surgery, which I think is part of the reason that the Hurt Business got back together. Just to kind of fill that slot of MVP being missing. Not that he added a whole lot to the Bobby Lashley storyline, but you know. And Ronda Rousey has had a baby girl this past week. She did give birth. Both mother and daughter are fine. And I would tell you the daughter's name, but I can't pronounce it. The way that they put it on Instagram, it's a really it's a weird kind of name. I will get the Instagram post and show you the Instagram post, so that way you can see the name for yourself. Also, apparently Shane McMahon has once again kind of started his own little thing. He is still under a talent contract with WWE, but he is not in a day-to-day type of dealing with WWE. He has moved on again to his own project, and some people are calling for a rebirth of Kevin Owens, so to speak. We've seen Kevin on kind of a losing streak and being made to job to Happy Corbin. So we could kind of look for him to end up maybe turning heel. So as far as Crown Jewel on October 21st, it's a Thursday, don't forget. Right now we have Goldberg and Lashley, and we have Brock and Roman, and we have a triple threat match with Becky, Sasha, and Belair. As of right now, I believe those are the only 3 matches that are set. We can look forward for more to come, but as of right now, those are the only 3 that have been so far ironed out. Also, if you watch SmackDown, you know next week they are doing the start of the Crown of the King of the Ring and the Crown of the Queen, I think they called it, tournaments. So we can look for the participants in that. Talk of Cody Rhodes in AEW turning heel. With the things that have happened recently with AEW, between the crowd turning on him, Arn Anderson flipping him off and leaving him in the ring, I can almost see it happening. He's not listening to Arn anymore. Arn left him standing in the ring. So as much of a lot of people said, I don't see Cody turning heel, I can see Cody turning heel. I would not be surprised if over the next couple of weeks we saw a little bit more as far as that leading to a storyline. And for anyone that still thinks Vince Russo has any knowledge of what's coming up in wrestling storylines, he is saying that he thinks it would be believable for AJ Styles to turn babyface and challenge Roman Reigns. He said that Styles has worked as a heel on Raw since 2019. He could see him getting drafted and challenging Roman after Crown Jewel, after the match with Brock. I don't know if I see that. I do know that once Roman has this match with Brock, I think it's more believable that Drew McIntyre, now that he's been drafted to SmackDown, he is going to be the next challenger for Roman. I believe that Roman's going to make him go through a test, facing, like, kind of work his way up to a title chance, but I find it more believable, especially where Drew McIntyre has already been said that he's drafted to SmackDown. It's going to be Drew McIntyre. He will be the next babyface, or the big babyface, to challenge Roman. I think he will be the most credible challenger. Could AJ still get drafted to SmackDown and turn babyface? Absolutely. I could see AJ and Drew in a battle for number 1 contendership, but as of right now, I think it'll be Drew McIntyre, unless something changes on Monday and there's another big change as far as SmackDown's roster. We know that there's going to have to be a change, because I think that more than likely Becky and Seth are going to end up going to Raw, where they already sent Charlotte to SmackDown. They're going to send Becky to Raw, and I find it only reasonable that Seth would go with her, where they're married now, they have a child. It's more than understandable they would want to keep them on the same show. I am wondering if they are going to break up the Street Profits or send the Street Profits to Raw. They already brought the New Day to SmackDown. So that means that either the Usos or the Street Profits are going to end up going to Raw. Only because that's basically a good portion of their male tag teams. It's their 3 biggest male tag teams as far as name goes. So, especially if there's a possibility that AJ and Omos are going to be drafted to SmackDown, they're going to need either the Usos or the Street Profits to get drafted to Monday Night Raw. Do I see them splitting up the bloodline? Not at this point, but it wouldn't surprise, especially with Roman telling the Usos they're going with Paul to Monday Night Raw, and if they don't get drafted to SmackDown, they had to leave Paul for dead. That would be the ammunition that it would take to make Paul go with Brock Lesnar for Crown Jewel, and it could end up costing Roman the title. I know I'm jumping a little ahead of myself, but that's the only way I see that working out if they draft the Usos to Raw. That's how that storyline would play, in my opinion. Other than that, I can kind of see Finn Balor going to Raw. Other than that, guys, so that's pretty much it for the news, guys. I will be doing a video updating the draft results so far. They did make more draft picks for Talking Smack, but that will be in a separate video just because it's a long list. Other than that, that's it for the news. If anything else pops up, I will certainly let you guys know. I will not be streaming on Monday. I am working. So my next live stream will be on Wednesday for this channel. Alright guys, thank you so much. I will try and do a couple of videos in the meantime. And yeah, that's about it for me. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. And peace out, guys. Bye.